Whoosh! Diddle-diddle-doo. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy! Let's pick up from there. Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Yes, we've established that. Stop saying it 20 times over. God damn. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room. Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true. Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through. So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible. Well, I must admit I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
He wore male deodorant.
This is a most titillating situation! Shut up, you. So now everything has been connected. All of the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever, we still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya is the killer?
Without a doubt, Byakuya was the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yep, because he wanted to pin the blame. So he could pin the blame.
Still can't believe they said that.
Yeah.
but I think he might not actually be the killer. What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place? I only said that to advance the plot. He seems to be just too easygoing about all this, like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like he doesn't have anything to do with it.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord knowing it would connect him. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you. I mean, no. Not that last part.
Yeah.
Definitely the extension cord. Especially the boys' locker room.
Yeah. So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Correct. Market is correct.
He's right.
He's right.
I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead, find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us. that was sad. Just go. I'm finding this very hard to believe. Well, go ahead. Find it hard to believe. Die with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why'd you do that to the body?
Because I hate Toko.
Jesus.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Now,
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Excuse me. Wow, your yawn was contagious.
Yes, it is.
Well, I don't think I could say for sure without talking about it. We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear, Byaku.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. We need to inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Once you eliminate the impossible, no, whatever remains how improbable.
Indeed. Because if we're wrong, we all die here. That too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight, count me in.
I'm speechless at how quickly he gave up. That's totally a perfect summary of his character.
That's like the
there
one
we go.
quote I'm gonna take from this game. Do you not have a mind of your own? Of course I do. What I am, an ant or something.
What am I?
What am I? Oh my god. I may be slightly dyslexic. Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
Did you say time? Well, time's up now.
Motherfucker. It's very true. Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro?
Hifumi.
So there's one thing we could sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means
The killer is Genocide Jack.
fucking killer is the guy.
I got it.
Seeing the crime was the boys' locker room. You would need the boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's is broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to be a guy. There's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Make your argument. Celeste's account.
There isn't a single clue that might lead to who did it. Well, clues are one thing, but what the I can't read that.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
Did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now. Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point, and even that might have been enough for now. Yeah, all we need right now is any kind of new info. It's all over. It's all over. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? The killer and only the killer.
Damn.
Oh, you missed.
Yes,
It's
I
not
did.
like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Oh!
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Wow. Wow. We just game over, man. Game over.
Oh!
Oh,
I love this.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I love it.
That was great. 10 out
Oh
of
my
10.
god. Oh. No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. Oh my god, that blew my mind.
That was
She has
great.
more information about that.
All right.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
Once again, no, that's wrong, Hagakure. Hagakure, you're always wrong.
I
Break.
believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
What? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever, just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket in a duffel bag, but we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene. Seems like the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence. Me.
And that's when he said, and that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
What for? We're all trapped here.
Yeah, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and they found out. Oh my god!
And then they were going to work out.
And they were going to work out together. Oh my god! I cannot read. Ugh. Hina and I invited him to exercise with plenty of time. He always declined, probably because he didn't want anyone to know he was the guy. What?
Next line.
Oh. Probably because he was afraid you find out the secret he was hiding,
probably because he was afraid you guys would find out he was a guy.
Oh my god.
Which means that, conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed. Ooh, what a marvelous friendship!
Then the friend killed him.
Apparently so.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the right? We just gotta figure out who it was. But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh? What?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who is waiting for him. Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What, you want to track down some fingerprints or something? Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from. Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine, Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about somehow it's really hard to believe.
Well, go on. Find it really hard to believe.
Choose your fighter.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit he did? What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing. So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as... My tracksuit is black. I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks. Yep. I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way, not a chance. You heard him, right?
You heard him, right?
Uh,
What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right. When he just said that just now, it was really hard. How did he know something like that?
Alright, you're gonna tell me where it is.
Hold on. Oh boy, come on. Give me something. Boom. That one. Right there.
No, that's wrong!
Right. Hold on a second, Mono. What did you just say? Huh? What'd I say? When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit? What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit? As a matter
Gold.
of fact, it was blue.
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
And Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was? Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation. Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before... Cherry? It's if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry, are you talking about Chihiro?
So how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands. No, that can't be it either, according to Celeste's testimony.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Like an angel's kiss.
Just... That's a good reference.
Then Celeste noticed it. Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave. Perhaps, but you handed in the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense. Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Ah, I see. So her true secret identity is the ultimate ace attorney. Wait. She's the master of bluff. Wait, no, I'm the master of bluff. I'm the poker queen. Anyway, your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge. That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
'Cause
I'm doing it.
Do it! There was a certain turning
point that tipped me off, and no, it's not because I hate him, you dipshit. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys... Oh, it didn't penalize me!
Oh, wow.
It didn't penalize me. So that wasn't like just a generic response. Her actual response to because you hate him was just, are you serious right now? That's great. I love it. Oh, well done. Well done, writers. Like I said, hit and miss. But when it hits, it hits. You only you only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Again, I just stopped talking and you just kind of notice these things. Maybe you should try it once in a while, permanently.
Nah.
Are you a witch? She's a witch. You're positively frightful.
Look who's talking.
Yeah, no, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend. Oh, I just realized she's standing right next to him, too.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro? I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal? Yeah, he would never do something like... Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Right, bro? Yeah. It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky. I'm what was it? I'm speechless with how quickly she gave up.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
Man, my time is nearly come. What the fuck are you planning?
He's gonna die.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know.
Move on.
No!
Damn it, that's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
That's clearly a reference, but I don't know what.
6 cents.
Oh.
I see dead people. Oh yeah, but that reminds me. Fumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
You want to be actually useful for once?
No, I don't. Really? What kind of evidence?
Well, too bad. You're gonna be useful.
Actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it here calmly, I might not be all that relevant. Jeez. I'm shocked by how fast you gave up.
Yes, I'm speechless.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Look who's talking. Actually, no. Hagakure usually is very, confident in what he says.
Yeah, he's the clairvoyant.
It's just afterwards when he's pointed out that he's wrong. He's like, oh, no, you're right. I'm totally wrong.
If you really insist, then. Here it is. No.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. Found it lying on the ground, so I set it up. Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to...
It's mine!
Chihiro's. You know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact, indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it. And it must hold some clue about the culprit, right? Why would it hold a clue? Well, that's what I was hoping, but it's busted. I won't even turn it on. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder. That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile. You're right, they're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
They're not rock resistant, however.
Huh. No, because they are. They said they can stay
or baseball resistant.
Yeah. Like he said, well, Monokuma said that it probably is baseball resistant. And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate. Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? Only one possible explanation.
You hit its weak point for massive damage. That's all you have to do, just massive damage.
Exploiting a bug. I mean, yeah. Maybe it's some kind of bug you can exploit? Okay, no, it's hacking.
Too bad for you, but those things have been debugged to hell and back. We couldn't afford a recall.
Okay, I guess you just delete the possibility of a bug then.
Hey, but shh. That's funny. I like some of these.
Hacking! Maybe you physically hack into it, destroy it. It is the weak point.
I told you, it's impossible to modify it. Try to open up its guts and a security buzzer goes off.
Some people don't need to open things up to hack it.
That is a good point. I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, you don't... Like, you could... Well, if it doesn't have a port, I don't know if it's actually possible to connect to it. Because you would need a device with which to connect to it from. And remember, we don't have any possessions.
Hmm.
Pain.
Look, I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone.
Alright. Massive
the handbook
damage. I got it! Now that's a lot of damage.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, right? What?
He did.
When?
Well, he said it has a weak point. He didn't tell us what it was.
Okay.
And yeah, you remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
The handbook's supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what that weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
a rock.
Huh? You're asking me? I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial. Alright, fine, it's baseballs. But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbook?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
I flippin' knew it. You knew it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying in front on the floor in the sauna.
Nope, he did know it. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burned, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned a new fact today.
Today I learned. Wow.
This is a mere trifling speck of knowledge. Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it. Oh no. Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness. Oh my god. Mondo, you slick fuck. How'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right? Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it would be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it. I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did. Whoa, seriously? think the one who may have taken the handbook to the sauna was... who might have brought their handbook into the sauna. Oh my god. Had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna, and it was...
Me!
Gotcha, bitch. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it? What? 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 Why do you keep accusing him? Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize they also left his handbook in one of the uniform pockets. When it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook from Sonic could easily destroy it. Grah! No, wait, hold on. You got it all wrong. He would never kill... I don't accept this. Show me the proof, the actual solid proof. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Make your rockets. Ooh, new music.
Jesus.
Oh. So we've got three. Oh, we've got 3 bullets here. You broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, I think you know what to do. What we're gonna need to do.
Boom, baby.
No, that's wrong. Your handbook is broke as fuck.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours? The fuck is that supposed to mean? The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours? The heck are you talking about? What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
Oop.
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
So did we skip a text? No, we did not.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it. See, I told you it wasn't baseballs. So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning your handbook is prohibited? Well, I mean, Leon's dead.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student, and they're also not loaning it to you. Hello? It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. Loopholes are the best, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but... Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up. Okay, then why don't we just look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way everything will become clear and we'll all see if it was right or wrong.
Alright. Closing argument. Climax inference. Alright, let's see what we got.
Alright.
Whoa! That's so cool looking! Celeste looks super badass. Ching!
Tracksuit.
Let's see.
Oh. Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse with a duffel bag and... Alright, that one goes there. Yeah. Something everyone has yet to, that you. Oh my god. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker room. Oh, the e-handbook. Hey, they're a lot smaller than I thought they would be. I was thinking they're like an iPad.
Nah, I imagine they're kind of like they're like, smartphone size.
Hmm. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? Boys' locker room. That one, yeah.
Let's see. Actually, is this? Okay. So. Wait, is it?
Is there no boys' locker room one?
It's girls. What? Unless.
No, that's.
Hang on.
No, okay.
Let's see, what is this? Yeah, which locker room? Oops. I forget how to check the, Okay. That's weird. I don't know. Ah, here we go.
Oh, okay. The weapon the killer used was
Obvious.
the extension cord. I mean, no, put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
God, I love this music.
It's a 8-second loop.
Well, just that one line is. There's a whole nother chorus going on in the meantime.
It's true. As the murder took okay.
Oh, sorry.
As the murder took place, some blood splattered onto something, didn't it?
Yes, the dumbbell.
Dude! The poster.
The e-handbook.
I'm gonna smack you through the internet. Poster.
Which one?
Second one. No. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see it.
Alright, this one, or this one?
That one.
This one.
Yes.
What is that face?
Nani?
Nani?
What does that one say? To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. The poster. Yeah, let's go with that one. Which locker room did the killer move to? Girls' locker room. What is 2 plus 2? Fish!
Oh, look.
Oh, wow. You don't even have to click on that one. Oh, wait, what? The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Poster again? Why is there 2 of those?
Now it's me. You thought it... you thought it was Genocide Jack, but it was me, Byakuya.
Why does he look so evil there?
Because I am evil.
What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? It could only have been... No!
Could only have been this doorknob.
No! To the right. There you go. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's horrible. When Byakuya arrived on the scene, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Last one. I think that's it. Where did the killer go after they were done? The killer?
The killer.
There. The only location option we have. When the handbook got thrown into the sauna room, what happened to it? It was overheated and destroyed, bitch.
Hang on a second. Wait.
Yeah, it's 2 extra.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm a little... I just want to check this.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We have 15 minutes.
Oh, I see. I think we gotta swap these out. Because it shouldn't have been bloody yet.
Oh.
Alright, let's do this. You ready to voice a lot of Makoto?
Oh, crap. Here we go.
You're gonna read this whole thing. The killer is
you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
I love how now Makoto just sounds like a total badass. He's like, alright, now I've figured it out. And I'm gonna explain it to you like a total badass. Did you read that? I forget.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. Clink. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? I like how no one else responds. With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Why is he still calling her she?
Because fuck you, that's why. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh.
Oh.
What? Come on. Oh, and oh, that's mean. Okay, fine, game. Really? Okay, there's a... Whoa, he
Here's
changed what he said.
exactly what happened.
Oh, it actually starts.
It picks you up. The bag in hand, blah blah blah. Simple, because she was really a he.
We'll just edit that bit out. Except we can't.
Which is why he was able to use his own he handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Motherfucker. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. The stick figure of death. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Oh, crunch.
Yeesh. Plip. Splat. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First pulling up bloodstained carpeting. Pulling up the bloodstained carpet.
There wasn't any... Wait, was there bloodstains on the carpet? I thought it was clean.
There was a coffee stain on it.
Yeah. Oh, no, there was. There were bloodstains.
Then removing the bloody poster.
Because otherwise he wouldn't have had a reason to move the carpet. So there must have been blood on it.
Finally, carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. Okay. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks have been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. That's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. and did their taxes. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker in what you might call a crime scene switch. I mean, that's not an official term.
Cue Nintendo Switch sound effect.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya had
no,
Byakuya came in.
To come in.
Byakuya came in and totally fucked things up further.
Oh my god, he's look.
Heh. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more
He
complicated.
basically
He's an
screwed
asshole.
everything up, made it harder.
So, after stumbling onto the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. By the way, it's nighttime hours. What the hell was he doing?
Well, he doesn't care.
Okay. I'm shocked by how easily I gave up on that argument. He used the cord to string Chihiro's lifeless body. String up Chihiro's lifeless body, I'm sorry. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible. Oh, God. Excuse me, Makoto's getting tired of this situation. For the slaughter. Around the same time that Byakuya was putting together the facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. They planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. That's how it all played out. Jesus. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada? Complete. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wait, no, this can't be right. It's not true. That's impossible. That's the second time I've used that line in this episode.
Indeed.
Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him. Ah! Evidence that Mondo's the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. Slams hands on the bench.
A new element.
It's beneath your mask! Wait, what?
Yes. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more?
What? No, it's the end of the trial. Can we move on?
Let's talk a little... hang on a minute. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss, because reasons. So you can push the A, Y, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So, we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about.
So
Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck, have fun.
So this just turned into rhythm heaven in 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, except the opponent can screw with you.
False. You're corrupt. What? Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Oh, okay. I cannot read them. That's fine. I refuse to vote. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False, you're corrupt. Okay, I'm done here.
I'm actually amazed I did that well during Nega time. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna mess up. I think I only missed a couple times.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon.
And also, by the way, just so you know, you're not missing anything by just watching me play that minigame. Bullet Time Battle is probably my least favorite minigame.
Yeah, well, it looked kind of pointless.
Yeah, well, I should say it's okay. It's just kind of bland. It's just kind of bland and uninteresting. In the later games, they made it more interesting, for better or for worse. In V3, it's pretty darn good. I like it.
I pity the people who have trouble keeping rhythm.
Yeah, that's why you can set the action difficulty to gentle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you read that.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Makoto pulls his out. It's Leon's. Once we do that, well, what? We don't gotta do that. What?
Nani?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him. Hey.
You get an A, and you get an A, and you get... I'm amazed we got A's considering we deliberately chose the wrong... Or, like, we chose the wrong thing in one of those twice.
Yeah, we did that twice.
95. Pretty good.
Bro, what are you saying? I had no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Mom. Give it. As for the god.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting. No holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
That's not voting. That's a slot machine.
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe. There's no way. No way he would kill someone. Sorry. What? Why are you apologizing? Why? Tell me why. Why? Why did you do it?
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who really doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Did you like that fourth wall? I didn't. That's why I got rid of it. Anyway,
Yeah.
there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Weak, 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 weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet... sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger. Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Yeah.
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
It was me.
Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. I don't think I'm supposed to be saying this line.
So he went it.
Yeah, so he
What
went
the
and...
fuck?
So he went and I'm sorry. Game. There was a serious moment here. And I was the one... I could have just ignored it and read it as Monokuma, but I didn't. So he went and
Fucked
asked
up there.
Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm getting tired. Huh? Huh? Did what he did?
Oh, that's right.
You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
Oh. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Are you stupid?
Yes.
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Ugh. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Ugh. Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
It's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother.
Thought. Yeah.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. It was Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Wait, hang on, that's not right. I mean, his hair kind of looks like it, though.
A little.
Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Why is it gravy? I thought it was keen, but okay. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one more time. One time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Usu.
Oh my gosh.
But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But
Yeesh.
suddenly... Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Diane never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together.
Keep the band together.
Yeah.
Keep the Blues Brothers alive.
Don't let your memes be dreams. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's
You're the best
It's
around.
a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong.
And yet...
Oh.
As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. This is the third or fourth time we've shown this one little clip here.
Yeah.
And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on a secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. That's why Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me. Jesus. My head filled up with the kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were all like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing a lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. I was so jealous. And that jealousy broke me. You're making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
That's right, I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Daya. Yeah, okay. I thought it said Damien for a second. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand, and I was staring at him, down on the ground. Hey! I killed him. I killed you. Even after all this time, still just as weak as I've always been. Thanks to that, I did something I can never take back. So. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid the weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Ah! Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say. But, unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing? You mean execution?
I hope we didn't forget about that now, did you? That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
To get run over by one motorcycle. No, wait.
Let's get it blah, blah, blah.
No.
Punishment time. No. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait! Sorry, man. Couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
You ready for this shit? 'cause it's gonna get fucking weird. I don't care what you think's gonna happen, you are not prepared for this. Why are people catcalling? I just hear people catcalling.
Oh no. Get that stupid hairdo off of him. What the
You like my hair?
No.
Well, fuck you. I don't like it either, but I'm wearing it anyway. It's a nice flat hand I have there.
Move that 2D image.
Mm-hmm. Aw, yeah. Bye!
Where does he keep all this?
Hammer space.
Did he just send him through the space-time continuum?
Kinda, sorta?
Wow. That made no sense.
This is why I said you are not prepared no matter what you think is gonna happen. I don't understand it either. But laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace.
That segue. It can't be. My brother. What? Another murder. Another execution.
Yeah, I honestly, like, just, I don't understand that at all. It's just...
That's so weird!
I think that must have just been the point. It's just like, okay, he's gonna get completely torn to pieces or just, you know, destroyed by this crazy, super fast loop. And then they were just like, you know what? Let's just take whatever you were expecting and then just throw a curveball instead. Like...
That was not a curveball. That was like, they decided to put the baseball back and give you a fucking bowling ball in its place. I want to feel again.
Same.
Everyone's lives are taken slightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. No, don't do that. I think that pretty much speaks for itself.
Yeah, you don't have to voice that one. You don't have to voice that one either.
Taka's sad screams invaded our skull, each forced to realize once again that he, of course, he had to.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game?
What were you expecting? Like, I honestly want to know what he was expecting. Yakuwa? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that? Two of your friends are dead.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death. I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that. I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
The voice was calm, emotionless. The voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. So you ignored the nighttime rule too. Bitch, do I look like I care? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it. Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I'd looked inside and saw the corpse.
What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Ain't I a stinker?
Ugh.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
Did all that to liven things up?
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
I really just did not want to go on a date with him. But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course.
Ryukura turned and looked at me in the eye. I feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
What? Can you lose the class trial and have Byakuya X? Or, well, I mean, everyone's gonna be X.
I don't actually know. Like, I know, the only way, as far as I know, like, even if you pick the wrong person, like, it doesn't auto, like, fail. So, I don't know, actually. I'm coming for you now, Makoto. That was basically what the last couple sentences were. So that was your reason. Are you satisfied? Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma. Oh, I'm up next? You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But, you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. As the kick-ass music kicks in. This is called New World Order. I don't know if I brought it up, but whenever, like, shit goes down, it's like, oh, snap. Do-do-do. You're over-exaggerating. Alright, I just got a massive blast of static there.
Oh, jeez.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean?
You're mean.
Mean. Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Me.
Mana. Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
In hell.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high-functioning psychopath. After I have achieved...
Chaos. Go ahead. Sorry.
After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
I am Liam Neeson.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion, I have a very special set of skills. Skills which I picked up over something. I don't remember the rest of the words, but you get the idea. Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Ah!
Akuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Kira and Ma. But I knew that wasn't the end. There's still a whole lot of game left. And you can continue right now!
Yeah.
The killing game would still continue.
To be
Next time.
continue. Next time on
Alright.
Dragon Ball Z.
Wait. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. And it was that kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us.
That is a very specific, comparison there.
Holy shit. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Alright, I forgot about this. Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So, just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Just,
You can
there's
feel
one
free to
thing.
do it.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you. Am I the Silver Surfer or something? Jesus.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away. But what?
What
Really?
does that mean?
Measurements, as in like.
I know what this measurements mean, but why does that have to do with anything?
All right.
Who is it? 16th high school student, I mean. Oh.
Nani? Gah!
I'm not familiar with
my.
that.
You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole, and nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
The end.
Surviving students. 10. To be continued.
Well, technically 11.
Good point. And shh, you're not supposed to know about that. Shh, you didn't
We
see any of
just-
that. You didn't see any of that last cutscene. It wasn't actually. You weren't actually there. Shut up.
Mama,
Quiet.
can we get out of here?
Don't spoil it. You'll ruin the surprise. Also, apparently, Mondo's jacket was not turned into butter.
Yeah. What is that? I don't get that joke at all.
I don't even know if it was a joke. Like I said, I think it was literally just randomness for the sake of randomness. Oh, right.
Okay.
Wait. Hang on. We gotta do this bit.
Oh, no.
Just giving you a heads up. I think this is gonna be you.
All right.
Here's a nice surprise for you. So it's like, oh man, all that sad and really crazy artwork. It's like, well, here's something that'll make you feel nice. There you go.
Okay, well, I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. Mission impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to. No, no. What? Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisted donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes,
Malasadas.
Malasadas.
Like, I think those are the same things as in Pokemon.
that doesn't help me. Oh, God of donuts! I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Be careful what you pray for.
You need good RNG.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. Right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. What? Donut machine has a dead body inside.
Ding,
What's that
bam,
sound?
bam, bam, bam.
Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse. I'm super scared, but is someone there? Run. What the fuck? Chihiro, what did you do?